Welcome to the Drama, episode 4. I'm Hannah,
I'm Trim.
and today we will be closing out Singles Inferno. We'll be going through episodes 11 through 12, and I'm kind of sad. How are you feeling, Trim?
Uh, yeah, end of an era. I am excited for our next coverage of other shows, but
Yeah, and you guys have to stick around for the end of the episode because we will be revealing the next show that we're going to cover. So, I don't know. If you don't stick around, you're fake. But before we get started, I just want to give the usual disclaimer and say that any opinions, any comments made here are purely for entertainment purposes. We say a lot of dumb things and do not want that to be reflected on the show or any of the cast members. So, I don't know. Take what we say lightly.
yeah, so Hannah, where are you tuning in for our final episode?
Yeah, I thought that I'd be a little meta today. I'm in the host seat. I feel like I should, prop myself up a little bit like that. But yes, so I see where you're suspended over the island. What are you in, like the helicopters?
Yeah, so I am on the helicopter to my final paradise overlooking the island. And I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't notice they use the same island for every season.
Well, I didn't think they were getting a new island. Well, actually,
I
they
don't.
do look different, I think. Or I don't know if it's like the angle, but sometimes in different seasons, the island has looked like a different aerial view.
Yeah, and they just keep updating the living arrangement, so I didn't know it's the same island every single time.
Yeah, they just have to reconstruct the island every season, I guess. Okay, so not spoiling things too much, but what were your general thoughts on the last two episodes?
So my thought is they were boring AF. I thought they ran out of Minasu drama content, so they quickly put together Goon and her love triangle or love square. And then the final episode is always my least favorite episode. I not gonna lie, I did gloss over a lot of the speeches. What are your
Um,
thoughts?
Same. And I love the fact that we're just hopping on here for a commentary, but we like speed ran like all of the commentary. I'll come up with my own commentary. I can tell you that. No, I agree. I feel like with honestly with any reality show, it's a little tough. The last episode or episodes are always kind of just like build up to a final decision, but it really just feels
Yeah.
like we're kind of it's like filler content. Yeah, I do think that it was a little weird with the pacing. It kind of jumped around a bit, and some things were glossed over, so we'll get a little bit more specifically into it. But yeah, kind of hopping into the events where we're sort of picking up from the last episode. We are in paradise with our three couples, Gon and Egon. Oh, actually, it's two. I forgot that. Hyunwoo didn't choose someone, so we only have two couples in paradise. I don't know. So much time has passed since season. So we have we have Gon and Egon, and then Jooyoung and Hyunjae, and that's it. Hyunwoo decided to not choose someone for paradise, which we actually I think did get some of Gon and Egon's paradise in the last episode, but just for organization's sake, we're going to cover them all in this one. Um, but I don't know. Well, we could start with Jooyoung and Hyunjae just because there was nothing. There was actually like we saw 5 minutes of their paradise in which they sat on opposite sides of the room, and he was just like, "Wow, I feel like I dragged you here."
And
And the
she's like,
vibes,
yeah, you did.
yeah, yeah. So we also did not see a conversation that they had back in Inferno where she straight up told him that she is really only interested in Jaejin at this point. I don't know why he really chose her for Paradise. Maybe he just didn't know who else to choose, and I don't know. Maybe it was more friendly vibes, but we really did not see any of
Yeah.
that at all
It's
beyond that conversation.
honestly it's honestly so perplexing every time when someone already expressed that they're not interested in going to paradise and that person still choose them anyway. I'm just wondering how the rest of the paradise gonna pans
I
out. Are
know.
they
I wish we could have
eating
seen even like
together?
little clips of it or something. Because it's kind of awkward. Like, imagine being so in love with someone and then they reject you, but then you take them to paradise and then you're just forced to spend like an entire like half day slash evening, like overnight trip with them. It's, I don't know. But yeah, that was the end of them. Not too surprised on that front. I don't know. I need my man to find love in the real world. So, I mean, I'm sure he's got lots of options, but
I'm sure.
then we have Gon and Egon's paradise date, which there was almost too much chemistry going on. It was a little spicy. I mean, it wasn't spicy. This is Singles Inferno, but starting off their date, it was a little awkward because Gon seemed to be a little affected finding out that Hyunwoo hadn't chosen anyone. I think she was like a little touched almost, despite everything that he really wanted her. And she actually asked Jaejin, which he totally fumbled this question, but she asked him like, "Oh, if you couldn't have chosen me, who would you have chosen?" And this man, this is the start of his whole like saga with he cannot keep Han out of his mouth because he just starts talking about like, oh yeah, like immediately I would have chosen Han, like, oh, she's so cute. She kept saying like he would say like, oh, she's like my little sister, but oh, she's so cute and I love being around her.
It's
And
always a little sister that you have to look out for.
yeah, I know. It was so strange because I think he had even maybe mentioned that she was into Jaejin, but just I don't know, the reassurance did not make up for the all the comments about her being so cute and love being around her. I could tell that she didn't love that answer, and she didn't love when he continued to bring her up, but
Yeah, and I
they
think she say I believe during the dinner scene where she directly say I don't like when the person I'm interested in talk about another woman in front of me and he keep continuing to do it. I
yeah,
don't know what kind of game he's
I
playing, trying to
can't
make her
tell if he's
jealous.
just like dumb or she did say that she gets jealous pretty easily. So I don't know if he was just, I don't know, he was trying to make her jealous because like I don't know, she's the type of girl that would want like more of a chase, but I feel like he was doing so well sort of aside from that. Like I feel like he could have I don't know. He really could have just had her, I think. Well,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
agree. I
Um,
so I think she was smitten during
mhm,
the paradise, and even when they were on the helicopter ride going back home,
mhm.
I thought like she kept looking over to him. So I thought she was smitten, and we'll get into it later, but
Yeah.
like disgusted pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, so on their actual date, definitely one of the most notable moments and one of the biggest moments of the season, I think,
Yeah.
was their pool scene, which I feel like in any other context this would sound way saucier. Like really nothing happened, but they had like the whole little like swimming around moment, but then there was uh a point where they were both like on opposite ends of the pool and they were just staring like I don't know, sometimes I don't know if it's just like a hot person thing, but I feel like I can't communicate like feelings through my eyes in that way. Like, like I feel like you'll never just like I'll give you a look and you'll think, oh yeah, like this is sexy time. But I felt like, oh my gosh, this is like I shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah. Yeah, she was like, "What are you thinking?" And he's like, "You should come up to me." And then she's like, "You should come up to me." It
Hmm.
was rivaling the whole scene between Dex and what's her name for season 2 for me.
I have such a hard time remembering. I would not be able to guess her name. I could not even guess her name. Um, yeah, I I was like, okay, maybe this will go somewhere. Maybe, it's not a lost cause. And I'm trying to think about I just stopped glanced at my notes very briefly and I wrote kiss, kiss, kiss. I was like, oh, like I just want a singles Inferno kiss. And I felt like that would have been just the perfect moment. And they felt it too. She
Yeah.
like admitted that she well, I think like at a testimonial back when they were in Inferno that she found him like really hot in that moment.
Yes, yes.
Um, so while all that was happening in Paradise, we had quite a few chats and some minor drama happening with the contestants that are in Inferno. Really random conversation. I kind of like their friendship, but it's just a strangest thing to me. Hyunwoo and Sungmin are just like smack talking basically, or like Egon like bonding over the fact that they do not like him in the way that he moves. But it's so interesting because they're both pursuing the same woman. And even earlier on in like the season when Sungmin would help Hyunwoo out and like encourage him to do stuff, like I just don't really understand their dynamic. And maybe Sungmin feels like Hyunwoo's not really that much of a competition or something, but I think
Yeah,
that's a little
they just
funny.
have they just have this friendly friendly rival friend things going on.
Hmm. Like a heated rivalry, perhaps you would say.
I try not to say it because I know you would railed it.
Yeah. I feel like I said it so like awkwardly. It seems like it was that was planned and intentional. It was not. Anywho, yes, I do like their friendship a lot though. So we have the next day, which is our final day before our final matching. And the couples return from paradise, and
This is where the
Egon
massive fumble.
he immediately fumbles. He immediately undoes all the work he just put in because he just, I don't know, starts like he immediately goes to like Han and is like talking. I think he said like, "Oh, I missed you. Like I missed you so much," or something like that. Like I miss being
Yeah.
away from you. And I'm just like, I don't understand men. Like I don't know if this is a man thing, or it's just a him thing, but it
I
was
think
strange.
it's an Egon thing. And
Hmm.
it's definitely intentional because Goen already expressed that she doesn't like that. And then she also next to him, she was like, I forgot what exact comment she said to him at that moment.
Like at the table.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't remember what it was specifically, but it was some sort of like slick remark or something. Like she made this like side comment, kind of like in relation to something he said.
Yeah, she make a comment and he keep continue doing it and then he
Hmm.
justifies as, oh, I thought she hasn't been able to talk to the other guys. I was just
Yes.
giving her face. But I don't
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how he's able to save himself sometimes because like he when they had like a chat and he just like said all of that and then I feel like she immediately just like warmed up again and I don't he just like I think he because he said he just has a hard time expressing himself or something. I don't know. He seems very expressive towards Han, so I don't really know if it's for lack of expressing. But
yeah.
yeah, prior to the final match, they do seemingly leave off on things being like kind of all right between the two. Um there is a really dumb chicken fight challenge. It's really not important whatsoever because it's the pacing. Like what? I get that it's not really important this challenge maybe because it doesn't like lead to any sort of like there's no dates or like matching for it, but it started off I remember being so confused because I just saw Sung Hoon and Minasu on like a solo date and I was like maybe I skipped something. Maybe I skipped something on accident. And then we cut to this chicken fight challenge where basically the girls are on like the guy's shoulder and then they have to like wrestle each other. And Sung Hoon and Minji won, so I guess that means that both of them got to go on dates, but we also don't see Minji's. And I don't know, what did Sung Hoon and Minasu even talk about other than
Well, they basically solidified their relationship, how Minasu say, "Oh, you were different for the entire time," and all this
Mhm.
jazz.
You know what's like crazy to me is sometimes when she would like almost put it on him for like them not being a thing, not because she was like flip-flopping all over the place. But she would
Yes,
say stuff like,
yes,
"Oh yeah, like I don't know, it seemed like you couldn't make up your mind about me, like whether or not you just wanted to be friends with me." And I was like, "No, I
yes,
mean, I'm pretty sure that was just a response to your behavior." He didn't know
yeah.
where he stood.
He always say that after she established that, oh, our relationship is more of a friendship vibe. He never initiate that conversation every single time they have this that conversation.
Yeah. They always talk about the same thing. Every time they talk, it's always like, "Oh, you just feel like family to me. I can talk to you so easy. Oh, are we friends or are we not?" That's it. That's all you need to know about their conversation. At the end of the night, we have our last little campfire moment. I think they were grilling meat. I remember during this time, like they kept the guys like locked in. It was Hyunwoo and Sungmin that got the seats next to Goon, but at some points, I felt like when they would get up to go grill or something and tell her to like stay there or whatnot. Like I kind of was hoping that Egon would just like I don't know, be a little proactive and move over to her or something. They were just kind of like chatted across the seats.
Yeah.
But
But they also were taking turn feeding Goon, and I thought that was kind of suffocating. If
yeah,
I'm Goon, I feel like, can you guys just leave me alone for 1 second?
literally not. You remember that? I can't remember what episode this was, but that one point where I think it was the day after she had like stayed up talking to them, and then the next morning she immediately was walking with Sungmin like early in the morning before the sun came up. Dude, this girl must be so tired. Like she's probably so ready to get out of here. And then on top of that, they play like a truth game. I hate the truth game. I hate it. Because it's like everyone's just gonna drink. Well, or at least the people who are sensible enough would just like choose to drink over having to answer some questions. But this was kind of pretty targeted at like Gon and her guys. Like they were being asked like what they liked about her, which very mid answers. Such I feel like whenever you ask a guy what he likes about a girl, it's just never the same as like when you ask a girl the things she likes. Like
Yeah.
what did they say specifically?
So I have a comment on my notes how none of the guys can say what is one single thing that they like about Goen. And so Hood will make this cringy comment about how, oh, the moment I saw you, I chose you. And even the host was cringing and
Oh, and
then
the other
reply.
contestants too. Like it panned over like Heesun. No,
And even Dex was making a comment because they replayed that scene again, and he was like, "Why do we need to see this again?" And then I don't remember who asked, but then they asked Sungmin, and he was like, "Everything." Like that is the most cop out answer ever.
I hate that like whenever it comes to Gon, like the guys genuinely have nothing to say, like to compliment her on, except like it's either like everything or just oh you're cute, you're attractive,
Yeah,
you're hot. It's always
yeah.
going to be the physical. Like
And I think she's more than that. Even when she was asking Go Egon, sorry, and he thought for a really long time, or maybe it's editing. And then he say, "Oh, it's easier to say what I don't like about you." Okay, I'm
yeah,
asking for one single thing.
you could literally just be like I don't know. It's just so easy to spend time with you. Like
Yeah.
I love our conversations. I love our banter. Like what
Yeah,
I was thinking of so many things that like he could have said in
yeah.
this
I
moment.
like when we laughed together. The ice cream date was really fun. Oof.
Hmm.
I hate all of them, to be honest.
At least it's not like American reality shows where the guy says, "I like that you do this for me. I like that you make me happy." Like what? Just if there's one thing that we can glean from these shows, these dating shows, is just guys are not friends, really. But yeah, also in this campfire scene, well, I thought it was strange because I thought that we were supposed to get all like I thought usually everyone will reveal their like age and
I
occupation.
I think they probably just edited it out because nothing. The editing is weird for these batches of episodes. Um,
Yeah, like all we saw was Sung Hoon's. Like that was it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so everyone else just found out like that he was 28 and works in, I don't know, he's a trader. And Minasu really liked that. Apparently she's in the IT guys.
yeah. Also older
Um,
than her, so
what was that?
he's also older than her, and
Oh yeah,
he
he
was
was
hoping that he's
so
older
geeked
than
about
her.
that. I don't understand the whole age thing. I don't get it. If I've been getting to know someone for like so long now, I just don't know if it would really matter to me that much. Unless they were like, I don't know, like significantly younger than me. Sometimes
I
the age gap will be
mean,
like 2 years between these people and be like, oh, I can't believe it. I just can't believe you're so much older or you're so much younger than me.
for me, that's so it's like, oh my god, like I haven't even talked to anyone who's a 2002.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy comment. Like, you're capping. There's no way. What? How old is she again? She's not even like she's like
Like
25?
1999.
Oh.
20, she's 26 or
Oh.
27 for Korean age.
Yeah, that means that her and Sunghoon like literally have like the smallest age gap between the two of
Yeah.
them. Um, was one more note that I had about the campfire was he said in Subin, Subin was asked what like the moment that he oh no, I think it was Minasu had who had asked Subin, like, when
Yeah.
did you realize that you liked Heesun? And this girl was already, I think I already upset at him for, I assume, like the bed comment. And then he just, like, it's not that the answer was necessarily bad, but it was like, it was kind of late. It was, I remember it being like during, what was it? Was it during like a challenge or something?
Yeah, so they thought she was cool during the hat and tail challenge, which
Yeah.
a very I honestly would be upset if I'm Heesun too, because that's such a random
Yeah.
thing.
It's so random. And also, like, didn't they go to paradise at that point? Like, they already went together.
Yes, because
But
the hat and tail is when
she chose
Minchi
some,
chose
yeah.
Subin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is, it was like crazy to me when he said that. I was like, not even in paradise? Like, that's when you realized you liked her? Was it like a, is there like a
Yeah.
difference? Like, more than you mean like her as like a person, like a friend, or just you thought she was chill? Like, when did you develop feelings for her? Yeah, I would have been pissed too. Like, I've been pining after you this whole entire season, and you're telling me last episode is when you started liking me?
And and it's not because of any like conversation that they have. It's just you're good at the game.
Yeah. Like a small part of me sympathizes with him because I kind of understand a little bit. Like, I don't feel like we really got to see much of Hee-sun's personality until like very random moments like that where she like really came through in that challenge, or like when she went to paradise with Sung-hoon. Like, it, I guess all the moments leading up to this were kind of just, I don't know, her being pleasant and liking him. So I don't know, maybe for him, he thought that he was eating. He was like, oh yeah, like it was just the most random thing, but I just really, I thought you were so cool. But girls do not want to hear that. Final matching. For the most part, I'd say that wasn't really like too much of a surprise. Well, just to kind of cover at least some people. So Yejin did opt out, so she will not be. I guess this is the first time that we like do this. I feel like it should have been an option before, but I'm not surprised. She didn't really have any
Yeah.
prospects and does
This
did not
poor
seem to ever be
girl.
interested.
She was
Yeah.
just there. She was just there to comfort Minasu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but honestly, she kind of seemed like not stressed out by it. She kind of seemed like she was just
Yeah.
vibing the whole time.
Yeah.
The for this matching, the girls would go up, and then any guys who were interested would present themselves. They do their whole speech. Fortunately, this season, at least you don't have to waste like 20 hours of runtime on them walking across the island. I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, "Oh wow, she's just stopping right there."
Yeah, I always say that part.
I know this is. I'm glad that they have decided to change that because that was literally the worst thing in the world.
I have to walk a mile passing every single girl to
I
get
it
to.
did result. I will say the one good thing to that structure was it did kind of hurt a little bit. When you would see the person you were interested in just walking right past. Um, but so yeah, Minji went up, and then Sungil, of course, was like the only guy to go up for her. Whatever they said during their speeches to each other, I don't know, but they matched.
Yeah, I was surprised there, but I don't know if you noticed, but Brandon pointed out to me when they were walking out together, he was holding her hands, but a open palm. So her hand was like this, and then his hand was like
Oh,
this.
T. Well, maybe it was a little foreshadowing. Yeah,
Foreshadowing.
because we do end up learning that Sungyeol ghosted Minji after the show. I don't have all the details on this. I was just told this.
Yeah, but I wasn't that surprised because she was so excited when they were walking off together, and then he was just like, "Yeah, I'm just here."
Mhm. Yeah, I feel like I mean, like I kind of said it before. I never really got the feeling that he was like so passionate about like her and their
Yeah,
relationship. Like again, I
yeah,
think he thought she was nice, liked being around her, and felt like if he had to leave with anyone, at least leave with her and keep that option open. But
yeah.
I mean, that man probably has so many options. He probably like his DMs were probably flooded afterwards because I was a Sunyo fan. Like I thought he was a baddie. Um,
Not
yeah,
after he ghosted our girl Minji.
yeah, no, I don't know if I could support him now. I will eventually watch the reunion. I need some time, a little bit of a break. Um, our next female contestant to go up was Hee-sun, and Subin did end up standing up for her. And okay, so we did not get a lot of the insight into how they resolve their issues. So I honestly was like, maybe she won't choose him because she made it
Yeah,
seem like she was kind of like not really feeling it. She was like not going to. And then she did, and then they showed us that, oh yeah, actually they had lots of chats the previous night and solved all their
yeah.
problems. Like, thanks for showing me this now. Like I know that it was probably to just build some sort of suspense or like have us guessing maybe like will she, won't she? But it's just dumb. I don't know. I don't like it too much.
Yeah, so she says she hold grudges, so I was kind of hoping that she doesn't choose him out of spite, but she did.
Hmm. Yeah, well, you know what? Honestly, she had a pretty insane comeback story. Like underdog story because when they first started, I was like, there's no way. Like she's way too into him and he is too hung up in all the Minasu drama. Like nothing can happen there. Um, I stand corrected. Maybe persistence and expressing yourself. There is something to learn from He-san. And it's, be honest with your feelings, be expressive. We learned in social psych, people like people who like them.
Um,
um,
yeah, and I think after the show they were spotted together out and
mhm.
about, so we'll see. But also she lives in America because she's going to school. So
Yeah, I don't really
I
know
don't
how
know
that's
how
gonna
it's
work
gonna
out.
pan out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. But I am kind of rooting for them now. I just want the best for her, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Subin,
know.
I don't really have an issue with him. I really like her.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, next is Minasu, and Sung Hoon stood for her. I was really hoping we get this whole like character arc of, you know, I love you, but just as a friend, I'm gonna choose myself. I'm gonna go off on my own way. No. She did match with him. Uh but I don't they're not together now, or was it unconfirmed?
Ugh, I don't know. I don't see much about them because she gets so many brand deals after the show.
Yeah.
But
They
I
both
just
are
think,
in the States though, at least. So I guess if they wanted to have somewhat I just don't foresee it happening. Like I have a hard time like letting go of this idea that she just chose to leave with someone and
I agree. I think she's giving off like kind of a boy crazy vibe. So I did not think that she would choose herself.
hmm
And she
Yeah.
just thinks that she can live with someone. But my theory, she never is that attracted to him. He's just her only
hmm
option right now.
Well, at least we have another underdog getting paired with the person they've been pining after this whole this whole show. Really, it's just Hyunjae who didn't get a return on his investments. Um. Okay, our next couple. They match Ju Young and Jaejin. Honestly, they're like I think they're my favorite couple to come out of this season. I don't know. I feel like they were the most wholesome and just I liked their level of commitment to each other. I mean, obviously Ju Young had seen things somewhat through with Hyunjae, but I feel like she was always pretty transparent with how she felt, and I think
Yeah,
they were really cute. And she just looked so giddy, like walking out of there with him. They both looked very excited.
yeah,
She was just
yeah.
so happy. And I hope that they're still together.
Yeah, so I heard there's speculation that she um like um like Instagram edits of them as a
Oh,
couple. So
interesting.
I yeah, they're the most normal people that
Uh-huh.
come
Which is
out.
crazy because he was the most abnormal person, like when he arrived.
Yeah, he did grow on me. I wouldn't say he's my favorite guy,
hmm
but
Who is your favorite guy?
I honestly don't like any of them that much. But if I have to choose, I will choose Sung-hoon because I think he's funny.
Okay. I can respect that. I feel like, yeah, if I had to choose someone, like romantically, I would choose Jaejin. If it were like purely as a friend, Sunghoon. Um, I I like Subin, but I think he was just too wrapped up in like too much drama for me personally to like.
Yeah, and he's kind of bland, to be honest. I don't know if I
He's what?
know he's kind of bland. I don't know if I
Yeah.
know his personality. I know more about
Yeah.
his personality than I know about
Which is
Sugin's.
crazy. She really got her time in the limelight towards the end of it. Okay, and our final matchup was well, so Gon went up, and then we had Sungmin, Egon, and Hyunwoo stand. And
Yeah,
let's be real, we knew Hyunwoo wasn't like actually in the running. And I think she said like towards the end, she was really torn between two guys. And she ends up choosing Sungmin, which probably the safer decision. Probably the better decision
yeah.
for like mental health.
Were you were you surprised by that decision at all? Because I was not surprised, but the host was shocked. They were
I wasn't as shocked as
speechless.
they were, but I was still fairly shocked. I felt like it could go either way. I was kind of just like for my own like sick purposes, kind of hoping she would choose Egon, just because I think they're a really hot couple together, and I kind of
They
would have
are really hot.
happened with that. But I think she made the decision that was best for her, and I think that maybe always sort of had this like distance with Sungmin because I never really felt like I got his personality. Like the most I saw was like of him in Paradise, and then the remainder of the season was just him chasing after Gon and
Yeah.
trying to take her time.
To be honest, all three of her guys are not great. And Hunwoo, you know how I feel about Hunwoo. Egon, you know how I feel about Egon. He's toxic as hell to me.
I like
So
Hyunwoo. I just think he maybe shouldn't drink. He's a lot better when he's quiet.
but then he doesn't talk, like he's too shy to bring
Yeah,
you
it's like
water. So like what
nothing
are you
or
gonna
too
do?
much. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, so if I'm in her shoe, I would choose Subin too, but sometimes he has this possessiveness that is really weird.
Yeah, I think that was kind of off-putting for me because I personally, I can't do guys who are like, first of all, like too needy or like require too much of my time, but especially like possessive and
Yeah.
like, especially given the environment, like you have to let the person you're interested in have chats with other people. Like, you can't, I don't know how she did it. That was taking
Yeah,
a lot.
I don't know if we commented on our previous episodes, but when she was talking to Hunwoo and then he came up to them and he was like, "You have 5 minutes. When I come back, I'm gonna take her." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I think at the time that that comment was made, it was so early on, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's kind of cool because I thought he would be very like just like maybe lax or submissive, and then I felt like he was asserting himself, and I liked it at the time. But like in combination with just all of the other demanding moments, I don't know if I would personally date him, but I can understand why she chose him.
Yeah, maybe it's this Napoleon complex where Hunwoo and Egon are both very big and tall. So I just feel like he had to compensate by being the bigger
Mhm.
man.
Yeah. And she just had like this like attachment to him throughout. And I do also think that you
Yeah.
remember when she like made that weird comment when she was chatting with him, like, I'm pretty certain of my feelings
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
just want to keep you on your toes. I felt like she
Yeah.
must be talking about him. So maybe she even felt like back then she was like fully like she was sure of her feelings of him.
Yeah.
Um yeah. I don't know, but that's those are the couples. So that just left Hyoru and Hyunjae not chosen, and then Han had chosen Jaejin. She like voted for him separately, but because he was coupled up with Ju first. Uh,
Yeah. So when it comes to Holland, I feel like she should have been the original cast and then Bina Su come in as a game changer.
yes, I totally agree with that. Like, I guess like she like came in like slightly later, but I do feel like she would have done a lot better if she had come in at the halfway point because you can't have someone who's like just a little bit more like quieter to themselves
Yeah,
and be a game changer. She's not gonna
she's too
go.
nice.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
And we need a Bina Su who doesn't care about stepping on other
Yeah.
girls' toes.
Well, honestly, I think everyone was surprised by Minasu. I'm sure if the producers knew how she was, like, what she if she like the way that she had acted during the show, like they would have definitely put her in like later on.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. So that wraps up our final matching. I don't know, what are your thoughts on the season?
It is very drama filled. Um, I do enjoy it for the most part. I I have short-term memory, so I don't remember how the previous season were like, but I feel some conversation were just rehashing about, oh, how do you feel about our relationship? How do you feel about
Mm,
other guys? How, like, I wish there are more substance to the conversation, just or to see how the cast are mentoring with each other.
hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah.
if it was like this for the previous seasons too, but I just thought, but if I'm in Inferno, I'll be so exhausted talking about my relationship for eight eight straight days.
This is actually Tram's worst nightmare is being stuck on an
It
island where she's
really
forced to
is.
talk about her feelings with strangers. It's worst nightmares are, well, that's like number one, and then maybe bowling second.
God, I cannot be on single Inferno.
You also don't know how to swim, so all of these pool days would kill you. No, I agree with pretty much all the things you said. I feel like in some ways the season was the better and worse. Like I think that the way that the show is structured now, aside from just some like awkward editing choices, I actually do think it's like better. I feel like they've kind of figured out what we do when we don't want to see, and I do like that they've done a better job at kind of. I remember one thing that like stuck out to me is when they did like the little campfire, that first campfire, and they were just forced to answer questions. Like I kind of like that as opposed to the whole like, oh, drink or answer the question. And some of the games were like different this time, like the photo shoot one
Yeah.
and stuff. So with the actual structure of the show, I kind of liked it a little bit more. But I do feel like the drama between the actual cast was like, while I did kind of enjoy, Minasu carried the drama. I feel like her as a
Yeah.
person is very interesting and she made it interesting. But like you said, it was just a lot of the same conversations, and it's like us focusing on the same people. Like in, I think you had mentioned this at some point just on the side, but in previous seasons, people kind of mingled a little bit more. There was like more kind of just drama amongst like different pockets of people, but this one it kind of felt like we had people who were just locked in and then just two love triangles. And we
Yeah.
didn't really get
And
to see.
it doesn't have to be drama. I just want to see some female friendship. I want to see just them playing in the on the beach.
Yeah, there really was no just pausing for extra stuff. It'd be like challenge, paradise, conversations about our feelings, couples return, challenge, paradise. It's over and over and over again. It did
Yeah.
get a little exhausting. I do agree. Maybe it's just because we reviewed this for the podcast, but I do feel a certain like attachment to these people. Like I think that I've been forced to focus a bit more than I did for previous seasons. So I just feel like I generally had more of an investment, and I do like most of the cast. Like I do question some of their decisions, but like at the end of the day, I feel like it was a good bunch of people. We didn't have anyone who was too problematic. Even with Minasu, I understand. Like I feel like I see her sometimes, and I can't even get too upset. Like it's minorly annoying. It's a little annoying to see the way she moves sometimes, but like she's just a girl, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at the end she says something about I stay true to myself and how I feel at the moment. And you can say a lot of
Mhm.
things about Minasu, but she is true to
Yeah.
herself. She's honest.
Yep. She did not lie about that.
Maybe too honest, one
Yeah.
might say.
She needed some like PR training or something.
But what would you rank this season and compare to other seasons?
Well, I can't remember much of other seasons. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's first for me. I can say that at least. I think that one maybe it was. I do really like Guan He's season for the drama. I do remember that. I don't remember which one that was, but I thought that was kind of fun to watch. And there was Dex's season, of course, but I'm also just biased and like Dex a lot. How do you feel about this? How would you rank it compared to the others?
So my favorite season is always gonna be season 4 because I am way too invested in Sion and just
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that actually.
I just love them and their relationship. But this season is different,
Hmm.
and I don't know if I like it more than next season. They're different dramas, so it's hard to compare, but it's
Yeah.
probably like the second or third favorite season for me.
Hmm. I would agree with that. So that closes out the first season of our podcast. And for the next one, we'll be focusing on a new show, and that is going to be Love is Blind USA season 10. Takes place in Ohio.
Very
So
interesting place.
yeah, looking forward to that. Question mark. I don't know. The Midwest is
The
I can't say
Wild
it's the
West.
most exciting. I mean, I live there now, so maybe I shouldn't crap on the Midwest. But I don't know, like I'm curious to see I don't know if they're actually interesting because I like you struggle a little bit with Minnesota. So I don't know, we'll see what it's about. Join us for season 2 of the drama. We'll see you in the next episode, I guess.